Have you ever played the common thread? It's a game where you find unexpected connections. So what's the common thread between these companies? Intel, Boeing, Nike, and Starbucks. I'll give you a clue. Look at their CEOs. All four companies have changed their chief executives in recent months, and this is part of a larger trend. The world over, CEOs are quitting in record numbers and at a record pace. CEO exits are up 50% compared to last year, and so far this year, 1,824 CEOs have stepped down. This is among companies tracked in global stock indices. So these are huge firms. And more than 1,800 of their top bosses have left the hot seat this year, like the once high-flying chip maker Intel. It has missed the AI boom. It has been surpassed by most rivals. So Intel is bleeding money, posting record losses, planning to cut $10 billion in costs and laying off 15% of its staff. And finally, Intel wants to serve some justice. Pat Gelsinger has led the company since 2021. During his time as CEO, Intel stock plunged 61%. It's been a disastrous tenure. So this week, the CEO resigned and forced us to look at some questions. Like, how vital are company CEOs? How important are they for the successful running of a company? How accountable are they for the giant losses of a huge firm? Is it all their fault? Now, these are all complicated questions because the role of a CEO is a complicated one too. It is demanding. It is critical to a company's success. You have to look at different streams and different teams and make sure that they work in tandem. Make sure that there is harmony between what management gurus call the inside and the outside. The inside is the organization. The outside is society, technology, economy, customers. Inside, there are costs. Outside, there are results. The CEO is the link between the two. While others can focus on only one area, a top boss must pay attention to all of them. And that is a tough job, which is why it is almost too well compensated. Salaries of big-time CEOs are only getting bigger. On average, an S&P 500 CEO is paid 196 times as much as an employee. But when CEOs begin departing in record numbers, critics ask, is a CEO really worth that much? The pay is often based on a notion that the corner office guides corporate value and that a CEO is the ultimate decision maker. But it is a common misconception, and often it invites a rude shock. Like in the case of Starbucks. Last year, Lakshman Narasimhan started as a CEO of the coffee giant. He got a pay packet of more than $28 million. This was supposed to lure Narasimhan, and by proxy, success for the company. Instead, what followed was this: a complicated menu, falling sales, and tough competition. So after just 1 year, Starbucks fired Narasimhan. Ultimately, hefty pay is just a reflection of expectations, you could say. It comes with responsibility and pressure. If they can't keep up with it, even the most respected CEOs are ousted. And this year witnessed one ouster after another, like Carlos Tavares of the car-making giant Stellantis. After profit warnings and a boardroom clash, he quit. Swedish battery developer Northvolt, as the company tips into crisis. Or the CEO of H&M, which can't keep up with its rivals, much like Nike, whose CEO has also stepped down. Woolworths is in the same boat. The Australian supermarket giant faces multiple probes. The CEO has quit. Then we have Boeing, whose CEO has stepped down amid safety problems and probes. So different companies, different industries, different problems, but this is the common thread. CEOs are increasingly walking off the job. Some are being forced to, some are leaving one role for a new one, and some are willingly taking a step back. No matter the reason, one thing is clear: this is the great CEO exodus.